Welcome back to another video where we talk skin, science, and most importantly, ingredients. It is new hair Kira back for another video. Today we are going to be talking about the new Ipsy spoilers for December. And this includes the base Glam Bag at $12 a month, the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus at $25 a month, and the Ipsy Glam Bag Ultimate at $50 a month. I actually just received an email today that they're going to be doing away with the Glam Bag Ultimate and changing it into Glam Bag Plus and then doing an add-on every 3 months called Glam Bag X, I think. And it's going to kind of be like with BoxyCharm, where you have like BoxyCharm every month and then you get BoxyLuxe every like 3 months or so. What do you guys think about that? Let me know down in the comments below. So apparently, because of that, this is going to be the last Glam Bag Ultimate for the month of December. Hopefully it all works out well for them. So let's start off with the Glam Bag, the $12 original subscription where you get deluxe sample sizes to try out items and see if you like it. We have quite a few spoilers for this one, so go grab a snack and a drink and let's see these ingredients. And again, if you see me looking down, it's because I have my phone with like the information and whatnot about these ingredients right here. So the first spoiler we have for the Ipsy Glam Bag is the Caudalie Vino Perfect Radiance Serum. The full size retails for $79, so it's a pretty pricey serum. The serum claims to erase post-inflammatory pigmentation, age spots, and dark marks on the skin, which is very hard to do, so I'm immediately skeptical. It's pretty hard to remove pigment safely from the skin, and usually a serum alone does not do that. So let's check out these ingredients. Okay, so this is a pretty simple formula. We've got glycerin, olive-derived squalane to soften and hydrate the skin, and viniferine, I don't know if I'm saying that right, viniferine, and this is an ingredient that I know Caudalie uses a lot. It's derived from the sap of a grapevine, and apparently, you know, the research behind it is paid for by Caudalie. So it's kind of biased research, to be honest, but the research that is paid by Caudalie shows that this sap controls and evens out pigmentation. There's just no non-biased research about this ingredient, so therefore I would not spend $79 on the full size of the item just for lack of research, but it would be a cool product to try out and see if it actually does do anything for pigmentation. This also does have fragrance, so I would give it to a friend if you're sensitive to fragrance. Okay, so next we have the First Aid Beauty 5-in-1 Perfecting Bouncy Mask, and the full size retails for $38, and it looks like it's supposed to target 5 things at once for the skin. It's supposed to be nourishing, calming, firming, plumping, and defining, as in like pore refining, in just the 10 minutes that you wear it. So I usually really like FAB products, First Aid Beauty products, so I'm interested in whatever ingredients are in this to see if these claims actually have a basis. Okay, so our first few ingredients are propanediol, which is a penetration enhancing ingredient. You have butylene glycol, which is a hygroscopic humectant that pulls moisture from the air and into the skin. And then you have a silicone to form a barrier across the skin to help to, you know, again, keep those ingredients from evaporating and keep it penetrating into the skin, called cyclopentasiloxane. And you also have glycerin. This is a great base for a mask, in my opinion. It's good barrier forming, make sure everything penetrates really well. It does have a PEG in it, or polyethylene glycol, which is a microplastic that can be known to harm the environment / the ocean. So if you're applying this mask, don't rinse it down the sink, you know, just in case. I would take it off with like a wet washcloth, or cotton pads or something like that, where you're not washing it down the drain and instead, you know, removing it onto a surface. If you do that, you will be helping the planet. Good for you. After that, it has a lot of great plant extracts to, you know, soothe and hydrate and brighten the skin. So we have apple extract, lentil extract, and those are both humectants. We have watermelon, vitamin E, and vitamin C as antioxidants and brighteners. And we also have some green tea, cucumber, and licorice root to soothe and brighten the skin. So I like all of these ingredients. None of them are sensitizing. It also has algae and plankton in it, which I am obsessed with marine-based skincare ingredients. They are just so good and healthy for the skin. So I really like these ingredients. I would say that this is a good mask for all skin types, including even oily or acne prone. I would go ahead and confirm with these ingredients that it will hydrate, plump, soothe, and nourish. There's just not really any ingredients in here that are going to help to refine pores, so I would call it a 4-in-1 mask, not a 5-in-1. But I would be super excited to try this out. Oh, I'm excited for the next spoiler. So the next spoiler is the Sunday Riley A+ High Dose Retinoid Serum. So high dose, I was like kind of interested in that. I've heard a lot of good things about this product, but you technically can't have over 2% retinol in a over-the-counter product. And I was really interested because it said that it had 6.5% retinol in it. And I was like, that's not possible. And then I looked deeper into it, and 6.5% is both retinol and different types of retinol, as well as natural retinol alternatives that kind of help to do the same thing as retinol, such as, you know, helping with aging and helping to speed up skin cell turnover. So 6.5% of retinol properties as well as actual retinols is quite a bit if you have never used retinol before or if you have sensitive skin. So if you are sensitive, I would avoid this product. And if you have never tried retinols before, I would start off with a smaller percentage retinol, like a 0.5% or a 1%, to get your skin more used to an ingredient like retinol, or else it can be a little bit too sensitizing or too harsh for the skin. It's an ingredient that you have to build upon, you know, get your skin used to it and then start adding more and more and more. So the first 12 ingredients are penetrators and viscosity controlling ingredients, as well as glycerin to hydrate. After that, you have 0.5% hydroxypinocolone retinoate, which is a new type of retinol that's supposed to be not as irritating and more stable than your just traditional retinol. And then there's more retinol, probably around the same percentage as that hydroxypinocolone retinoate. And then you also have CoQ10, which is really interesting. I used to take CoQ10 all the time as a supplement when I was a kid, and I've never seen this in skincare. So I'm really interested about, you know, the benefits for it, if it is maybe anti-inflammatory or antioxidant, or, you know, just helps repair. So with those two retinols, we probably have about 1% actual retinol, and then the rest of that 6.5% is probably the retinol alternatives that are plant-based. Then we have some great moisturizing and soothing ingredients like honey, hyaluronic acid, algae, prickly pear, and shea butter, just to name a few. So far I'm a big fan of these ingredients. There is a very small percentage of alcohol in this, but that is way under the 1% line. Like, after those first 12 ingredients, we had already reached the 0.5%, meaning that most of the ingredients in this are at very low concentrations. But with things like retinols and retinol alternatives, you do want those to be very small percentages in order for them to work well and not irritate the skin. So the alcohol, that's a very small percentage. It's probably like 0.1% honestly in this, because it's way down at the bottom of the list, way after like a whole bunch of other stuff, and that's just gonna help to penetrate the retinol. So this shouldn't dry you out whatsoever. Overall, after looking at these ingredients, I really want this serum now. I hope I get it, and I'm obsessed with these options coming in our glam bag in Ipsy so far for December. Lastly, we have the Murad Essential C cleanser, and the full size of this product is $40. So this is just supposed to be like a simple everyday kind of cleanser. It doesn't have any crazy claims or whatever. It just says washes away dirt, oil, makeup, and impurities, you know, kind of like every other cleanser. So let's see these ingredients. Okay, so I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it isn't the worst thing in the world. It's very simple, not something I would ever pay $40 for, and on trend with a lot of these like vitamin C, you know, the essential C, or like brightening cleansers, there's just a ton of fragrance and fragrant essential oils and citrus oils. You know, the good thing being that this is a wash-off treatment, so it shouldn't sensitize the skin too much. I don't really understand the point, because there is so much fragrance in it though. It's not just like one fragrant thing. There's like limonene, linalool, citronellal, eugenol, and like those types of fragrant ingredients, as well as fragrant essential oils like orange peel and grapefruit peel and lemon peel. So there's so many different types of fragrant oils and fragrant components to this ingredient list that I would just not use this if you were sensitive. So its base is 2 amphoteric surfactants, which are neutral surfactants that aren't very irritating to the skin. They're not stripping at all. So I am at least a fan of that. So you have Cocamidopropyl Betaine and you have Disodium Laureth Sulfosuccinate. There's also some phospholipids or biomimetic lipids that are found within our lipid structure in our skin. So I do like that. There's also a form of vitamin C in here called ascorbyl palmitate, which I'm not the biggest fan of because it can be easily unstable. It also has some retinol palmitate, but knowing that this is a wash-off formula, the vitamin C and the retinol isn't really going to be absorbing into your skin, so I don't really understand the point. There are also some good amino acids in this to help to keep the integrity of the skin while you're cleansing it. It has a lot of fragrance under that 1% line though, girl, so if your skin's super sensitive, I would give this to a friend, but otherwise it's a pretty basic cleanser. You know, if you need something to take with you, you know, that's travel friendly. It's pretty basic. It's not anything revolutionary. So that is it for the spoilers for the Glam Bag, and next we have the Glam Bag Plus. There's quite a lot of spoilers for this bag, so I'm excited. Okay, so we have yet another overpriced item by 111 Skin, the 111 Skin 3-Phase Anti-Blemish Booster. This serum is $135, same price as all of their other serums that have been featured in Ipsy bags and BoxyCharm boxes. The first few ingredients include glycerin and butyl avocadate? I think that's how you say it. It's a hard word, man. Which is a skin conditioning ingredient and redness reducing fatty alcohol. And then you have sulfur, which is an antimicrobial, which is great for reducing acne. But the only thing is the fourth ingredient is benzyl alcohol, which in high concentrations can be very irritating for the skin. So this is definitely not going to be something that is good if you are dry. It is generally never used above 3% though. So if you aren't dry or aren't sensitive, it should be fine for you. This also has just a ton of oil reducing ingredients in it, so I would just avoid this altogether if you're more normal to dry or sensitive. But if you have really oily or acne prone skin, this seems like it would be a great serum to have in your bag. So you also have willow bark, which is what salicylic acid is derived from. And then you have straight up salicylic acid, which is great for clearing pores and helping to control sebum. You also then have some antioxidants such as horse chestnut and sodium ascorbyl phosphate, which is the salt form of vitamin C that can actually be really great in treating blemishes. So all of these ingredients in conjunction with benzyl alcohol will be drying to the skin if you are not super oily or blemish prone. There is also fragrance at the bottom of the line. It is under that 1% line, I believe, though, because it's after salicylic acid, and the salicylic acid, if it's not a salicylic, specifically saying like what percentage of salicylic acid is in, it's usually 0.5% salicylic acid or 1% at the very most salicylic acid in these types of serums. Next up, we have the Tula So Polished Exfoliating Sugar Scrub. Oh, sugar scrubs. So I'm not personally a big fan of scrubs, nor sugar scrubs, but they're definitely better than like those scrubs with like nuts and seeds and those guys. I wouldn't use a sugar scrub if you are super dry or sensitive, as it can further impact your skin's barrier. However, if you don't have acne or you don't have dry or sensitive skin, this would totally be fine to use a couple of days a week. Or if you are dry/sensitive or you have acne on your face, use it on your body. I personally like sugar scrubs way more for the body than the face, just because the body can handle a little bit more of those scrubby type properties than the delicate skin on the face. So let's look at the ingredients. Okay, so the fourth ingredient is another PEG as a cleansing agent. So again, if you would like to help the planet, wipe it off with a towel. However, that is hard, being that it is a sugar scrub, meaning if you like don't wash it off with water, it's probably not going to completely get off the face. So just for ethics purposes, I'm already not a fan of this. As far as good ingredients, it has a nourishing mango seed butter and probiotics that Tula is known for using in their products, as well as lactic acid and enzymes from the papaya and pumpkin that are very effective at kind of being like a little Pac-Man, eating away surface dead skin cells, as well as brightening the complexion. That's about it, other than some texturizers/emollients and some fragrance. All in all, it's okay if you get it, but I wouldn't purchase it. So far, I'm a little disappointed with the spoilers for the Glam Bag Plus. We have the QMS Ace Vitamin Day and Night Cream. Now, I already know a little bit about this cream, but I will go over it with you guys. But this specific cream claims to work around the clock to help to repair and like protect your skin's barrier if you apply it both morning and night. The first two ingredients after water are decyl oleate and glycerol stearate, which are great if you're dry, but if you're oily, they can be quite comedogenic or pore clogging. So I wouldn't use this moisturizer if you have oily skin, knowing that those two ingredients other than water are probably the base for this product. Then we have some rice bran oil, which contains a lot of essential fatty acids, omega-3s, omega-9s, omega-6s, that is essential for the skin's barrier. And then we have some humectants, and then we have a little bit of retinol. Knowing that this isn't a retinol specific cream, we probably have already reached the 1% and lower line at this point. So we know that, all of these ingredients probably under the retinol are going to be under that 1% line. It has a form of vitamin C that can be unstable, like I was talking about before, the ascorbyl palmitate. And then it has a lot of fragrances in it. Oh my goodness. Limonene, linalool, among like 10 others, as well as some alcohol to help to penetrate these ingredients. Luckily, these are, again, under that 1% line, but I would still avoid this if you are sensitive. So if you have dry skin and you're not sensitive, go ahead and try out this product if you receive it. Otherwise, give it to a friend. Okay, this next one is very interesting. This is the Audacity Wild Carrot Facial Serum Concentrate Vital Glow. I love a good glow. This serum retails for $58, and there is only 2 ingredients in this: hand-pressed carrot seed oil and vitamin E oil. Now, the whole thing about this is that this cold-pressed, hand-pressed carrot oil is supposed to be like very rare and luxurious, and it's only produced in this little village in France. That being said, this means that there are no preservatives in this product, and it is a dropper product, so do not drop this directly onto the face or touch it to your skin, or else you do risk bacterial growth in the product, ruining it. as well as just be sure to follow the expiration date very closely so that it doesn't expire and turn unstable and possibly, you know, get icky stuff in your skin. Carrot seed oil is believed to offer a variety of health benefits, including the reduction of stress and anxiety when inhaled, like aromatherapy, but it also has antimicrobial, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory properties that can improve skin health and may even prevent aging. Carrot seed oil is also non-comedogenic, so this could be good for those of you who have irritated or acne-prone skin. I did a little bit of my own research on this just because I don't know a ton about cold-pressed carrot seed oil, and I know that heat-pressed carrot seed oil can be more irritating than cold-pressed, so I guess that is good that it is cold-pressed. But a 2016 study from Portugal concluded that carrot seed oil has those potent antibacterial properties and was able to inhibit growth of staphylococcal bacteria among some other bacteria, and staphylococcal bacteria is the bacteria that is in acne and pus. So it's able to basically kill bacteria without damaging underlying skin cells, which is great. But these scientists also reported that it only exhibits mild anti-inflammatory and little, if any, antioxidant effects. But this study basically showed that, you know, it does have anti-aging properties and it may help to treat things like eczema, rashes, scarring, dermatitis, acne, stuff like that. So this would be a fine choice for all skin types, and all the reviews say it gave them a really, really pretty healthy glow to the skin. So I would definitely be excited to try this out and see if it does what it claims. The other thing that the study found was that carrot seed oil applied topically can also cause photosensitivity, meaning that you can be more sensitive to the sun. So just make sure you're wearing a good sunblock when you do apply this oil, or just apply this at night. So that's all for the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. Now we only have one spoiler for the Ipsy Glam Bag Ultimate this month, and I am so excited to see this. It is the Clarity RX Glimmer of Hope Shimmering Facial Oil. I don't know why it's shimmering. I mean, maybe because it gives you a glow to the skin, but it doesn't have any like mica or glitter or anything in it, so I don't know why they call it that. But Clarity is actually a brand that I use in my spa and that I use to treat clients, and I, you know, give these products to clients all the time. It's usually not a mainstream skincare line, being that it is more of a clinical skincare line. So I'm kind of shocked to see this as a spoiler, but also really excited that you guys are going to get to try it out. This oil is fantastic for all skin types. The first ingredient is fractionated coconut oil, and coconut oil is usually known as a comedogenic ingredient, but because it's fractionated, that means that it's much smaller molecules that are going to penetrate the skin rather than sitting on top and possibly clogging pores like normal coconut oil does. The second ingredient is Turkish rose oil. So I like that more than traditional rose oil just because it's a really good antioxidant and it has antimicrobial properties, meaning that it can help to kill bacteria in the skin, such as if you have acne. However, if you have severe inflammatory acne, or if you're sensitive to rose in general, I would not use this product since it is at such a high concentration. And, you know, rose, the fragrant part of it can be a little bit irritating if you already have irritation going on in the skin. And then it has sugarcane derived squalane, which is the best type of derived squalane in my opinion. It doesn't hurt the sharks, it doesn't come from the olives, it comes from the sugarcane, and I feel like that is honestly the best form of squalane that you can get, and it's the most expensive type of squalane that you can get as well. And then it has a bunch of other really good oils in it that are soothing and hydrating without being pore clogging. So again, that's why I would say that this is fine line for mostly all skin types. You have jojoba seed oil, meadow foam seed oil, sunflower seed oil, camellia seed oil, which is really calming and soothing, borage seed oil, which has natural fatty acids in it that help to build up and protect your natural skin's barrier. You have papaya, which can be very mildly exfoliating, just really helps in skin cell turnover. And you also have elderberry and beet extract. So just some really good to the bone ingredients in it. But it doesn't have any preservatives in it, again, like I was saying with the previous oil that we were talking about. So don't touch the dropper to your face or to your hands to avoid any bacterial growth in your product, as well as follow strictly to the expiration date in this product to make sure that it doesn't go rancid and you're applying that on your skin. And that, guys, is it for the skincare spoilers for December for the Ipsy Glam Bag, Glam Bag Plus, and Glam Bag Ultimate. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you are excited to receive any of these items or not excited to receive any of these items. And if you aren't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so that you can become skin smart. Other than that, remember to wear your sunscreen and drink your water, and have a great night or day wherever you are. Bye!